Welcome to the official Munzee podcast.
I'm Rob, also known as Coach V, your host and the president of Munzee.
And I'm Craig, also known as C. Marshall, started as an avid Munzee player, now proudly part of the team.
Each week, we'll delve into Munzee's mysteries, divulge some secrets, and inform players from around the world just what is coming your way.
So sit back, relax. Today's 51st episode for the year and the last episode before Christmas. Rob, we're going to talk about scatters and 2026 events and Eventzee as well. A little bit about Eventzee too. So there you go. Merry Christmas, Rob, for next week.
Hey, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well.
Absolutely.
And to all the players out there.
Absolutely. Or happy holidays, whichever you prefer.
Yes,
it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter either way. Whatever you do, be safe. Enjoy your Munzee stuff too. So, Rob, mate, what's been happening in your Rob world?
Well, let's just talk about Munzee. Went for a nice little walk today.
Yeah.
That allowed me to cap some physicals because, it's a little bit chilly here right now. Got some physicals, filled a couple of crates. That way,
I did see that.
Yeah. Our clan could, progress past level 3. So, it's not like last month where I waited until the last, 5 days or something and did all my crates in one day, like 8 or something. So, no, I decided, okay, fine. I'll do a little bit. If I'm going to be out walking, I'm going to do some Munzee.
Absolutely. And let's be honest as well, Rob. And I know around the entire world, there's all different types of temperatures. It's hot in Australia at the moment. It's freezing cold up in Minnesota at the moment as well. I've seen some snow up there and too. But to get outside, rug up or rug down, whatever you want to talk about, get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. It clears the head, Rob. It really does clear the head. And that's what I think. Originally, like this year, remember the beginning of this year, we talked about, capping greenies every single day. That's been this whole year, Rob.
Yeah.
Right? And we're talking about capping greenies and capping your own greenies every day as well, if you're a premium member. That was the forethought in your mind and the team's mind, was to sort of get some exercise amongst people, to get out there every day, do your walks. I know several people, Rob, who've got their own little trails. And when I say trails, I mean plural. They've got 3 or 4 different trails that they will drive to a park that they've set up and then walk that park for Monday, walk a different park for Tuesday, a different park for Wednesday.
Dedication. So, I like it.
Yeah, dedication to exercise and outdoors.
I should do that myself, but I don't exactly lead by example daily for sure on the Munzee front. Yeah.
Well, I've set up my own little one here in Alabama around a big school here in Alabama. There's a big school here in Alabama, and the walking track around is great. Why, Rob? Because that chain link fence. They've got the chain link fence all the way around. It's like, a 2-mile walk around this school, whatever, with chain link fence. Wow. And as we know, that's the perfect spot for all the stickers is on the poles of those chain link fences. Ideal. And so, every so many feet, I'm not going to say how many because it is legitimate, but there's 2 players involved, so you can put them closer together. You know what I mean? So it's 150 for your own or 50 from another. So if you take turns with 2 different people, you can get double the amount in. So
it's true. Yeah, works well.
Yeah, look at that. All the tips already, Rob. The tips.
I know. Kind of sounds like a little bit of what you've been doing. But what else have you been up to?
I finished the chicken coop after all these weeks. Rob, I'm telling you now, this is Coupe de Ville. I'll say that it is a coop to be behold. Nice. I've still got to paint. It still needs painting though. So.
Okay.
And
you haven't put them in yet, right?
Yep. Yeah. No, they're in. They're in. Yeah,
but they haven't flown the coop yet. Then
no, they can't. It's impossible for them to fly the coop. Nice. But Rob, the best part about the chicken coop, I've got to say this because I'm so proud of it, and that is we put a little camera in there as well, so we can catch up and see them. The door to the actual coop and to their run, it's called. The run is where they're outdoors, but it's all still enclosed for predators. There's a door there, and it's a solar-powered door on a timer, and it opens at a certain time of the day and closes before night. It took 2 nights, Rob. 2 nights. That's all it took before the girls put themselves to bed.
Wow.
So they know as soon as the sun goes down, they go up that little ladder and go in their bed. And then at 6 p.m., the door closes down. I check on the camera, and they're all tucked away in bed. So
very nice.
Yeah, you like that?
Well trained already. That's good.
Yes, absolutely. I wish. Let's be honest, Rob. Some of us wish our kids were as well trained as what these chickens are.
Yeah, nature does a much better job sometimes than the rest of us humans.
And speaking of training, I listen to the Munzee Maniacs podcast. I've trained myself to listen to its entirety, Rob. And I listened to its entirety, the recent one. PJ had a question for you, Rob, and I think I'm going to ask you now, if that's okay.
But okay.
He asked about country badges. In other words, in geocaching terms, etc., when you go to a different country and you find a cache and you get like a digital souvenir, we call them badges here. So is there availability for country badges, Rob? I think you've answered this in the past.
Oh, I'm certain I've answered this in person and through email and various other places about 1 million times. Yeah. Is it possible? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Sam will confirm with me that it's possible. Has it made it to any priority list? No, it has not, obviously, or else they would be in there. Maybe it's a community credits question to see if it rises to the top of our priority list. Because I believe that we put more historical Munzees on one of our votes recently, and it didn't make it top 3 for us to maybe we consider this. So we'll see. We'll see.
So there you go. There is a way on Kappa Z though to deploy to show all your countries in which you've deployed physicals in, which then make sure that you are actually there. So you're not speaking locations, etc.
Gives me the idea that we definitely can deliver a badge for tracking that.
It may even well be just a badge for deploy only physicals in those countries rather than capping.
That might be cool.
But, that's a possibility. We'll see. We'll soon see, PJ. And speaking of PJ, Rob, not one. You remember a few weeks ago when they had their episode on, and PJ had all these questions about the VAC. And we answered every single one of those questions. Well, it was not brought up in their previous episode that we answered them. I don't know if he's used a VAC again or not. We answered.
We were so nice. We spent so much oxygen on that.
We always are nice.
And to have no return banter of wow, you guys are the greatest for answering an unofficial question.
I will say, Rob, that we answered all of PJ's questions, but I'd be wrong because all of his issues, I say, would be wrong because we're not psychiatrists. But anyway, let's move on now to the events of last week, Rob. We had North Carolina, South Carolina, New Jersey, Minnesota, Texas, and California around the world, mate.
British Columbia, Canada, England, Germany, New South Wales, and Western Australia.
Very, very cool. On Friday, the leaderboards themselves, Herbie went bananas, as he always does when he's on the leaderboard, with 732,000 points. Finder 400, 620,000 points. And NZ Kiwi, 290,000 points. And Saturday, Rob?
Brasilia came in first with 846,000, Unicorn 55, 607,000, and then Hoggle Spike 463,000.
I haven't heard Hoggle Spike before on the podcast, I don't think.
Another Brit. I believe that's 3 Brits there. Yeah.
Oh, it would be because they had the events over there too in England. That's pretty cool. Yep. Sunday, Jaroslav Kass with 607,000 points. Jack Sparrow in second, 491,000 points. And another one, Pixie Wicks, 417,000 points. Pixie Wicks, I'm assuming that's another English player.
I think this is European, but continental European trio there. I believe so. Yeah.
Exactly. Mate, the current events come up this weekend, only 2 in the USA, and that's Missouri and Minnesota. And around the world, mate?
We've got Ontario, Canada, Lithuania, Netherlands, Germany, and England.
And I do say that's because we're coming up to Christmas time, Rob. Everyone's thinking about Christmas. Everyone's getting their, in the US, I'm talking about they're getting their turkeys done, they're getting them thawed out, they're getting ready to go to cook, et cetera, from there too. So
turkeys at Christmas? No, it's turkeys at Christmas here in England.
Oh, what do they have? The US. They have turkeys here.
Did you?
At Christmas? Yeah. The last few years, I've had turkeys. No, we've had turkeys here on Christmas as well.
Actually, at my house we have Mexican food. Honestly, on Christmas we do. I know there's lots of places that have Chinese food, on Christmas from the movies and stuff like that. Yeah,
I was gonna say, Rob, last Christmas, I do remember my last Christmas because I was in the van. I spent Christmas Day by myself in the van, and I thought, what am I going to have? I was going to cook myself some dinner. I went, no. I went and got myself some Christmas takeout, and I watched a Christmas movie while eating the Christmas takeout. So that was a good memory for me, Rob.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Whatever the tradition is, enjoy it during this holiday season.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. And just be thankful for what you have and the fact that you're even breathing. Anyway, big events. That went dark real quick. Big events.
Such a side chase there. Love it. Tell us about the big events.
There we go. January 9 to 11, North Netherlands. 3 big events for FRLK's birthday. January 16 to 18, Munzee Mecca in Florida. Now, before we move on, this one here, Rob, is starting to gain a little bit of traction, which is good, and as it should. We may have someone like, I don't know, Minnesota boy. He's making plans to be down there as well. So if you haven't seen the latest staff member of the Munzee, then get down there because he's got his own badge as well. So let's go down there and meet Minnesota boy. And he may even have some, personals, etc. as well for sale in his hot little pocket.
Good point.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. So he'll have all those with him, I dare say, on that trip in Munzee Mecca in Florida. February 20, Foley in Alabama, the day before the Bamarama Mega. I'll be there for that one as well because I'm one of the co-hosts. And come and see me on February 20th. March 6th and 7th, Munzee Madness over in California. And then September 18 to 20, Munzee Mania in Minnesota. I'm not going to let any cats out of the bag, Rob. All I'll say is Munzee Mania, Minnesota. If you get there, of course, you're going to see Minnesota Boy because he lives in Minnesota. So his name is Minnesota Boy. I'm looking at being there. And I'll just say that there may be one or two or several other team members in Minnesota that week, possibly. Anyway.
Do you see the look of confusion on my face?
That's amazing. I do. And I'll talk to you off air. Anyway.
I love to learn new things. It's amazing. Love it.
You learn new things about your own business and company. I love that. That's even better.
Always great.
Rob, developments this week coming up. All right, mate, let's get a start. We've had the Combo Flat Scatter event. Now, this one here involves flat flashlights and the DHS combined, Rob.
Yeah. Scary movies, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's the one.
The badge is really cool. It's basically a nod to how Tamara dressed up Halloween whenever we were all together for the events in Fort Worth. She was the girl from The Ring, and at first I was kind of like, well, okay, there you go. And then figured out, and we all talked, and it was like, oh, now it definitely makes sense what you got going on here. Yeah. That's right. So we turned her into a badge. Why not?
Mm-hmm. It looked really cool. This is the same flat scatter event as all the other flat scatter events in terms of things like, if you don't have any flashlights or the DHSs around, the flat DHSs around you, then of course they're available in store. And again, it is a 3-for-2 deal, I think, or
buy 3 get 1 free.
Buy 3 get 1 free. I think it is. Yeah, in the store. Either way, you must have the amount in your cart as always. We say the same thing, and then go through the checkout, and it'll only charge you for the 2 or 3 of them, whichever it is. At the same time, Rob, make sure you swap out with other people as well. All these we say every single flat scatter event, but swap out with other people because the badges for these are really cool. So you don't want to miss out on these badges for it too. So if you go through an area where you do need flashlights and DHSs and they're all there, then go for it. Maybe even use the VAC. And to make sure to see if the VAC itself picks up all those and then picks up the scatters for you on your behalf too. See, so there's a good testing as well. See?
Yeah, you're right.
You like that?
Good point. I do.
I told you, Rob, full of tips. That's not the only thing.
Always.
Rob, don't forget as well, we've got double points at the moment on mechs and bouncers this weekend for mailbox holders. So double points on mechs and bouncers. And just so remember, it coincides with the double mechs that happened this week as well. Double mech deploys happened this week where, you send one mech out and two go out on your behalf instead of the one, that sort of thing too. Now, one more thing. Here's another tip, Rob. Here you go.
My goodness.
If you're like a few big players out there and you've got a lot of the mechs, have a look at the good mech. You can do the cheaper mechs if you want and get more of them out there. Or you can go by the mechs. Remember like the yin and yang, the two mechs that came out together. And if you deploy the one of each at this around the same time, there's a third one that goes out as well separately. So if you think about it and you work smart on this Munzee game of ours, then why not deploy several of each of those types? So if you deploy 5 of each of those types, then there's 10 of those go out. At the same time as 10 of those go out, then you get 10 of the doubles go out at the same time. So you get double the double, Rob.
I mean, the math behind it all is just mind-boggling, but it's true. So yeah, play smarter. There it is.
Play smarter, absolutely. And I may or may not have done that this week too. So I've got a few mechs out on the board. I know, right? And I did send out a few of my my little porn stars mechs as well. They went out there
of course you did. Yeah, of course you did.
None of the green ones, all of the blue. So
exactly. With double points on mechs coming up this weekend, I mean, for those of you who you're always like, oh, the scrap stars, no good, all that kind of stuff. My voice, not yours. Guess when it's good? During these deploy events. Scrap stars literally clean up. And for those of you looking that have to break mechs in order to make it to level 6 in the Clan Wars, same thing.
This weekend is the time. This is the time. This is the place. Very, very cool. And if you haven't deployed your scrap star yet, get it done ASAP because, you've got 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as the double points on mechs and bounces. Really cool. Meanwhile, Rob, next week as well, I have to mention this again because, this is coming out on Friday. Monday next week all the way through to the Wednesday, so 22nd to 25th, is the double magnet strength is back again as well. Now, remember, this is brand new as well. When I say brand new, over the last few weeks, if you attract a bouncer on a magnet with a magnet, you get an extra 50 points per bouncer. So if you've got a Skyland and you attract with a magnet on a double magnet event on a Skyland 14, because it's premium, 14 bouncers, there's an extra 700 points that you get for using that magnet.
I've got to compliment you on your math there. I was waiting to have to tell you, no, here's the correct number. Sam's going to be so proud of both of us for not having to correct small things like this. But it's true. Use the magnets during this. And for those of you who, don't use magnets, then yes, things will be a bit dry from the 22nd to the 25th.
It happens.
We all know this. Use, play it wisely.
And again, I said this a couple of weeks ago, Rob, and I'll reiterate also, and that is there is a bouncer out there that if you use a magnet, if you cap that bouncer, there's a possibility you get a magnet from that bouncer. So there's a possibility if you use a magnet on these Skylands, treehouses, whatever, or you may get one of those magnetists that comes on, which then possibly will return that magnet back into your inventory.
I mean, the whole game. It's one big circle. Love it.
It really is. It really is. All right, Rob, moving on now to the Munzee events in 2026, Rob. This one actually came out officially this week as well. You'll need to purchase the $10 basic package itself if you want to go this route. And then you can go and do the monthly event package add-on. That's the basic. That's the whole point of it. I did get a question, Rob, in regards to the bouncer or whatever it was for the perfect hosts, and they asked if they can be a host or an attendee, and I said I do believe it's hosts only.
There's 2 different ones. There's going to be one for people who attend all 12 months, an attendee badge and an attendee bouncer, and this is what we did back in 22 and 23. And then there is a separate one for being a host all 12 months, and it is part of the 4 co-hosts. It's not just the main host.
No.
But so as you said, get that, get these on the calendar, get that $10. That's what starts your email exchange with Lou. You then respond to that email and say, we'd like to add the monthly package for whichever month it is. She works with you, sends an invoice, blah, blah, all the things. If you're an event host, you know the process. If you're not an event host, you've never tried it before, Lou is very friendly most of the time. And
to the players as opposed to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Even to me. No, it's all good. Yeah. She would come on and tell everyone all of this, but you know what? She wrote the blog. So her theory on lots of things is read the blog.
Read the blog. Read the blog.
Yeah, that's it. So read the blog, everyone. It's all written there. And as we move forward into next year, then that's where we will be showing the badges. That's where later into the year we will go, okay, here's the thing that you can earn. The bouncer, that is. So my suggestion is get on board, get your stuff out there, get the calendar filled with events because it's going to be a fun 2026.
And if you want not just one but the 2 bouncers at the end of the year as well, make sure you host every single month and make sure you attend every single month as well. Don't just host. If you host the event, you don't get the attendees one. You need to host the event. Then is that right?
Of course you do. Because you're an attendee. You're an attendee.
So hosts get 2 no matter what. If you host every single month, you get both bouncers.
If you host and then you cap, which you have to because you have to be there to host.
See, I thought they're 2 different ones.
No. It's everyone who attends. They're going to get that badge,
including the host because they're attending.
Only the 4 people who host. They're the ones who get the badge for hosting.
So you have to do is host every single month, and you get 2 bounces at the end of the year. There you go. Wow, I like that. Right?
Host and cap, yes.
Host and cap, of course. As if you're not going to cap. Although there would be some people who forget because they're so busy with the host process.
We just have to make it very clear, don't we?
Exactly. This has changed a little bit, Rob, and that is what people get for it as well. I'm just going to run through this. For $50, you get the following: you get the no proximity restrictions. And what that means is that the event pins themselves still have to be 100 foot apart, but you don't get proximity in any other pins. In other words, if someone's already got a prize wheel, a physical prize wheel on a sign or whatever, then you can put one of the event pins right at that same sign. There's no issues with that. But the prize wheel has to be there first. So the physicals have to be there first before the event pins go in. Event pins are the last to go into for the no proximity. Otherwise, you won't be able to put any physicals anywhere near event pins. So if that makes sense to people. You'll also get, or I should say not you, but the event, it also gets an electric mystery put out, a light mystery, a void mystery, and a whodunit as well. At the same time, you get not 1, not 2, not 10, not even 20. You get 50, Rob. 50 monthly event greeting cards. They go actually out on the map, and you get 50 cake credits for capping the monthly event badge as well. So there you go, Rob. So
it's a good package.
That's a good package.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. All 4 of the things that are added into the account, those are all scattering types.
Yes.
So that's the whole point. If the area is covered with regular virtuals as landing pads, points galore.
Points galore.
Yeah, we thought about it and we decided, switch it up a little bit from how we did this in 22, 23 with what you get in the event account. Yeah. And it's going to turn into a lot of fun. Hopefully a lot of extra badges come to people from the scatters, from the points, all that kind of thing. Yep.
I'm looking forward to the big events in Florida in January for this happening as well. I'm going to be utilizing the VAC. You know what I mean? That sort of thing too. So it's going to be interesting. If you got like 20, 30, 40, 50 people using a VAC at the same time, I wonder who's going to get that one lonely scatter. That scatter's not going to have a chance to stay on the map. I'll just say that.
You and I have been testing that battle for a while, haven't we? Yeah,
we have.
So we'll see.
We'll see. And all I'll say is, it's enjoy the game and what it is. Sometimes, your friend might get more scatters than you were from the VAC. Sometimes you get more than your friend. It's you won't both get the scatters. It doesn't work that way. Only one of you will get them. Which phone or device does it favor? Don't know.
Yep. Luck of the draw.
As we say, because it's the VAC, Rob, suck it and see. So see how you go from there. It's the VAC. It's the VAC.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup. That's right. That's right. Meanwhile, Rob, you spoke last week about the Eventsy coming back as well, and there's been a few questions about the Eventsy. All positive. People love Eventsy, Rob. Now, I wasn't even around when this was around. Like, I wasn't even part of the team. I wasn't even a player back then either. So I don't know what you mean by Eventsy. Well, I do because I'm part of the team. But I was just going to read out a couple of questions that people may have in regards to that, if that's all right.
All right. Sure.
All right. Carol Vandenbroek. These are all on the water cooler, by the way. She said, usually the hosts would create their own lists of what they wanted to have for clues. There is a template. For example, I had one at Christmas time, take a selfie wearing a Christmas hat. Well, not everybody has a Christmas hat in their backpack, so we would bring the props and set them up on the table. So in other words, the host would bring the props and set them up on the table, and the people would use the props and finish their Eventsy clues. Rob, is there still like a template for it from there? Is it going to be? Or
that's a great question. Yeah, great question. And the answer to basically all the questions is we haven't given you the official here's all the information because that is honestly still being worked out. The answer or the information was, hey, everybody get excited because this is what's coming back. Yep. Lou and I are still working out all of these things with Wiley, who runs the Eventsy side. So,
fair enough.
Yeah. Carol, if nothing else, Carol's given everyone a great example of what to do. You know, if you're able to come up with your own clues, great. Yeah. Then it makes sense that, you send people to locations where this is possible, or you have props hidden around or whatever at the event pens. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I've seen some real creative things and it's actually really fun. So
that's a lot of fun. That sounds like a fun. Well, then you answered the Ryan Roke's question. That is for Eventsy. Will we be able to create our own clues, or will there be a preset of clues before with having the exact same clues every time?
Yes.
So by the sounds of it, there's going to be your own. You can be able to create your own clues from there.
At this point, that's what we're thinking. However, all the official news is not out yet, and that official news is going to come out soon. Is soon during the month of December, or is soon right before the event starts? Exactly. Yes, is the question to that. It is coming. It is coming soon. Apologies for not giving further details.
No, that's right. Sometimes we like to just hint at these things anyway, Rob. So,
yeah.
All right, Rob. Moving on to the Munzee question of the week, and this one made me laugh. I had a back and forward a little bit with this guy named Gary. Also known as Eagle Dad.
He hates it when you say specifically that he does things or has questions. So Gary, I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear who this is from. Everyone else delete that name too.
But because I want everyone to listen. And if you know Gary, if you've seen Gary before, you know what he's like, you know the man that he is, and just picture this. And that's what I did. As soon as I read it, I pictured him in his recliner watching TV. Oh,
he's a great guy, by the way.
I'm not asleep.
Just picture that.
I'm not asleep. I'm just resting my eyes. That sort of type of Gary. So he said, Gary said to me, I fell asleep on my chair watching TV and woke up after midnight MHQ time. Remember, he's on the East Coast.
That's 1 a.m.
I hadn't deployed for the day and lost my deploy streak. Are deploy mulligans ever going to be able to not given, able to be voted on in the community credits section?
Oh. My heart hurts for you, Gary, because I doubt that it was like a 32-day streak, knowing him. This is something that we have heard, as you can imagine.
I lost mine several times.
I promise that I do not laugh when I read these things. I actually do hurt for people. However, the answer is no, definitely not. And there's a laugh because of nervousness. My apologies, because seriously, it is truly with all my apologies, because it hurts. The people who are like, oh, this is so important. There are 24 hours in a day, though. Oh, I hate that fact. But that's a fact. And waiting until the end of the day. I mean, people set alarms. People do it the very first thing. And sometimes you forget and you don't do it all day. It's life, man. Life happens. Naps happen. And sorry, but I know, and we're not laughing at him. Well, I am, but it's not with him. It's not all about one person. So, I drew this line in the sand many years ago when the conversation was actually about oh, you're going to be able to pay your way to anything. And it was like, you know what? Okay, hear what you're saying, because could we sell a deploy mulligan? Absolutely. Is it possible? Yes. Could we sell it? Yes. Does it seem pretty expensive? Yes. Because deploying is not quite the same as capturing, So capturing is like, oh man, but there was nothing near me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Deploying you can do from your phone in less than 30 seconds, even 10. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on. That's where I drew a line a long time ago, and actually told the team, like, don't ask me this question anymore because you already know my answer. Like, that's a known fact within the team for years now. Yeah. It has come up still the same answer. Yeah. But here's the thing: we now have this new tool, the community credits, where we could see what the majority says, and with what we just added, the upvote downvote, we could actually see just how controversial this idea is. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to do that, but it's definitely something that could go out there. The question of, should there be a deploy mulligan? Mm. So, Gary, everyone else, it might be up to you instead of up to me. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think of that?
Look at you, Rob, letting go of some reins. I like
growing. It's called growing.
Growing as a person, as a new boss as well. Very, very cool.
If I truly do feel that pain for those people, then there's a reason why we've never had it. Maybe everyone says, why? Why not? Why not, Rob? Why not MHQ?
I mean, it wouldn't help people like Gary, myself, those who've already lost out, but it may help in the future. So,
if there were a deploy mulligan, the rest of the question could be, what number of days does that deploy mulligan extend to? I'm not saying we're going to put this in place right now, but question one: should there be one? And if it's an overwhelming yes, then the next question might be, how many days does it extend to? And give 4 or 5 rankings. Now, I wouldn't think that we would go as far as 3 years, let's say, but no. People have requested stranger things, have they not? So
this is true.
What can I say?
You're gonna pay $1,000 for 3 years.
I mean, I hate conversations about things like that, especially when a dollar sign comes in. You know how much. I know. It truly kills me. It really does.
3 years, Rob. 3 years.
I know these people, and they are what I consider friends, and they are literally my friends, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Anyway, I hope everyone can feel it. I'm not going to squeeze the tear out, but I think that from our conversations in person that when I laugh, it is not at anyone. It is a nervousness of anyway, pain. Sorry, everyone. We'll see.
I will say this. I do believe that Cuppersea and their garden feature now in Cuppersea has made it easier for people to deploy. And what I mean by that is some people, like myself, even I used to be the same. And that is, I'd be like, I have to deploy something. Where am I going to put it? Because you don't want to put something near yourself because you can't cap it. You want to deploy for your friends or whatever as well. But if you're just got, I've just got 2 minutes now to do it, jump on Cuppersea, jump on gardens and deploy in a garden that you like straight away, or any garden that first comes up. It doesn't really matter.
Pull up the events, click deploy at this event. Boom, done. Boom. I mean, literally 30 seconds. Anyway,
that could have been my tip of the week, Rob, but no, my tip of the week this week, as you can see by the show notes, it is blank. And all the tip of the week is Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and everyone have a safe and pleasant New Year. We will be back before the New Year. We're not going to miss a week, Rob.
We hope so.
Yeah. You and I are going to record Christmas Eve next week. So
good luck with that.
We'll chat offline. Anyway,
Merry Christmas. To talk with all of you next week, but happy holidays.
Exactly. But otherwise, Rob, that ends another official Munzee podcast.
It does indeed. Oh, thank you for joining us on this Munzee adventure.
Don't forget, subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcasting app, and join us next week for another informative episode.
And remember, Munzee is more than a game. It's a worldwide community of mobile game players.
So keep scanning, keep discovering, keep the Munzee spirit alive, Rob. 1, 2, 3, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Munzee
Happy holidays. Munzee on.